Video games!
I want to talk about them.
But this is our show.
No, it's my show. So welcome to Mijigadog Banking. I'm Johnny.
Yeah, we decided to restructure a little bit. We're going to talk about the exciting world of banking.
And finances. Have you prepared for your future?
And your child's future?
And your child's future?
With the Gerber Life Grow. Okay, so now I'm alive.
Yeah. So welcome to E3, folks. Or at least after E3.
Yep, this is our post E3. And this is episode 21.
Yep. You were going to do one before. And
yeah, like
that
pre-show.
failed. Yeah, that failed.
Yep.
Miserably.
Due to a variety of reasons. But now we're here.
Yeah, so unlike some people, I have a job.
And unlike some people, I have a life. So
I have a life too. It's called my job, as well as everything else. So you can go sit on it.
Well, you can go sit at your job. How's that?
I can't sit down on my job. I get fired.
Oh. Well, this is problematic then.
Yeah.
We should advocate for sitting rights.
We should, actually. It sucks. Imagine having to stand for 8 hours straight tearing pieces of paper.
That's what you do at your job? Oh, right, because you're a ticket stubs. I was like, wait, what kind of job do you do?
Well, I don't do it really that much anymore, mostly because I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Right, I gotcha.
I now clean theaters, which is marginally better.
Really?
But I'm not complaining, except I really am.
Alright, so yeah, this is our D3 podcast, I guess. It's also... So, we have a little bit of an announcement, but we're going to wait until the end to talk about that.
Yeah, but first we have to introduce ourselves, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, right.
Some people, for some people, this is our very first podcast.
Oh, yeah.
So let's get started, okay?
I mean, this podcast is an adult, too. It's 21.
Yeah, it now can drink.
This podcast is going to get super wasted.
Unfortunately, it may die in a terrible car crash, as we'll mention in a second. But first, we have to introduce ourselves, you idiot. I'm Johnny.
I'm Odd.
And we're your Fairly Odd Parents.
Sick.
Hello?
You know what? I don't need this. I have a contract over there. I can...
You don't have a contract with shit.
Got a contract in Hollywood.
Black people. Anyway.
Alright, yeah, so we have a lot to get through. A lot of stuff happened.
No, we don't.
Well, we have a lot to get through at the end involving Nintendo. But first, let's get the boring stuff out of the way.
Nintendo is doomed.
Nintendo's doomed. Every year. They've been doomed since the first time they were a company, since 1889.
They were doomed during World War II.
They were doomed the second the NES came out.
They were doomed when my pants exploded.
That sounds like a personal problem, not Nintendo's.
I don't know. So anyway, we're going to talk about everything from Microsoft to Sony to Nintendo to Ubisoft to EA.
Nothing
to
else, because
Valve,
that's the only
to
five
Platinum,
companies.
to Axe, to Texas Instruments, to Lifesavers, to Minute Maid, to Samsung, to Insignia, to Best Buy, to Shut Up.
Is Ubisoft and EA just the two biggest? I was wondering, why is it always Ubisoft and EA who gets a panel? Are they just the two biggest?
I guess. I'm surprised. Activision seems bigger than EA. I mean, I could be wrong.
They seem about as big, so I would not think. Then again, what's going to be at Activision's panel, though? Exactly.
Call of Duty.
And Skylanders.
Call of Duty.
And that's all stuff that can just be shown at other conferences.
And a World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah, right. They're part of Blizzard. They are part of Blizzard.
And
Blizzard's
that's
part
about
of
it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Don't they have a few sports licenses though?
I know they have the Tony Hawk license, but
Tony Hawk, Pro Skater Street Edition.
Streetwise. Actually, doesn't like a Tony Hawk game.
Tony Hawk Strikes Back.
Tony Hawk: The Run Back Revenge. Anyway, yeah. So first,
Tony Hawk.
There is
Tony Hawk and his return to Dreamland.
Tony Hawk
rated M for mature. Tony Hawk and the Lifesavers.
Tony Hawk and
sour
the Funky
ones.
Bunch.
Tony Hawk 6 with Seth Rogen.
We don't know in case it's not obvious, we don't know anything about Tony Hawk.
I do. He slept with Seth. He slept with Seth Rogen.
I don't believe you.
Well, I saw it because I recorded it. I made $1 billion off the porno.
$1 million troops.
Yep.
Billions
and billions.
All right,
dollars.
let's get off Carl Sagan and talk about Microsoft.
Carl Sagan, more like real Seth Rogen.
I would watch Seth Rogen's Cosmos. Anyway, yeah. So Microsoft went up first on Monday? Yeah.
Yep.
And that was the only, I think that was the only one you and I both watched together, and it was boring, to be honest.
It was kind of boring. They had a few good
things,
like
the new Platinum joint,
which was shown
I'm not because we talked about it a little bit. We weren't too sure how to feel about it because the thing about Microsoft is that they didn't really have much gameplay. They just showed off like all these CG trailers. And the thing about Platinum games is that like you kind of want to see the gameplay, so that way you get a good feeling on it. And I'm pretty sure it'll be great because they have a pretty good track record. But like I still would have liked to have seen something, other than just like the CGI thing. Also, the protagonist looks like Dante from the Bad Devil May Cry.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about Platinum. Yeah. Ahmad is a huge fanboy because he likes sucking dicks apparently. I'm kind of skeptic ever since Rare.
Well, they're not owned
so I'm
by
just
Microsoft.
Like,
they're just doing a game for them. If they were owned by Microsoft, then I wasn't
trying to get at that. I'm talking about Microsoft, as in like how I was a huge Rare fan as a kid, and like when they went up in flames, it was like, oh,
that's because they got bought by Sony. The whole thing about Platinum is that Kamiya.
Sony, Microsoft.
Well, I know. I said bought by someone, not Sony. Anyway, yeah, but the whole thing about Platinum is that they're very adamant about not being owned by people. Like they'll do games for people, but that's it. Like they did 2 for Nintendo.
Well, but would they do games for me?
If you gave them enough money, sure.
What if I gave them too much?
They'll
money?
Make you 20 games.
Well, what if I gave them too much money and yet too little?
Well, then you can sue them. You can sue them. You can sue them. You also can get legal advice from our new podcast, Mijigadog Legal Advice.
And we're also going to start a new podcast called a Mijigadog Porn.
It's not really us talking. It's just we just play a porno in the background. You can't really see. You just hear the audio.
And lots and lots of.
But yeah, what else was that? What else was Microsoft? They had Fable. Who cares?
They had Assassin's Creed, which was stupid and dumb.
And they had Halo again. It wasn't. Did they mention Halo 5, or they were just talking about the anniversary thing?
Yeah, they were only talking about Halo 2 and
the Master Chief Collection thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, which was stupid, but also kind of cool.
Yeah, if you care that much about Halo, I guess that's good news for you. They made a big deal of announcing that Halo 2 was running on the same engine it originally did, because I don't know if you knew about Combat Evolved didn't run on the same engine when they did the anniversary edition of it. So people noticed it when they were playing it, and they were like, "This feels so weird." So I guess they didn't want to make that same mistake again.
Yeah, but it's still gonna. I mean, it'll probably do well with people who like Halo 2. I mean, honestly, I'm not a huge Halo 2 fan. I mean, it's much better than Halo 3. I tell you that much. It was better than Halo 3, but Halo 1 was the best, if you ask me. It just felt more like a shooter. It cut out all the story bullshit and said, "Hey, here's a game."
I thought Halo 1 had a story. Because wasn't it like kind of like the thing where like you're being like just crazy aliens and stuff like that?
Well, I'm talking about like it didn't let story get in the way. It focused a lot more on just like it's just like cutscenes. Oh, Cortana's all sad and whatever. And Halo 2 had those small points where you would play as the Arbiter, which was kind of annoying. It was like, okay, I don't want to play as this guy. I want to play as Master Chief. The cooler guy. But whatevs.
They also brought back Phantom Dust, which was some Xbox game that I remember thinking it was cool. And it's
that no one remembers.
Yeah, pretty much. No, it was just, that's why I was surprised it was there, because I was like, who even remembers Phantom Dust? I mean, it's cool.
Because it sucks.
I'm glad it's back, but it's just weird.
Guys, it sucks.
Shut up. And then they also had Borza and nothing else. There's probably they also had the new Fable thing, but like who cares?
It looks better than the newer ones, like the past ones. So I give it a chance.
Yeah, maybe. Sure. I just wasn't blown away with the trailer, I guess.
It was like just more like CGI bullshit.
Was there anything that had gameplay? Which
was a huge problem.
They had the Halo and like the Division gameplay, that Ubisoft thing, but it was like super scripted, so I can even read. It wasn't even like real. Yeah,
it was just like Tom Clancy. He's rolling in his grave,
spinning. He's too dead to stop him. Shame.
Yeah. Oh well. There was also that like 1930s style game. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, Cuphead, when they were showing off the indie stuff, and they look really interesting. Yeah, they had like the 1930s style cool. Cartoon game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a side scroll, so it already sucks.
Oh, did you see that they put up the full trailer for that, by the way? So there's more to it. Yeah, you can
cool.
Check that.
I'll go see it after the podcast when my opinion is negative.
Johnny hating games before he even plays them.
No, I'll hate them before I watch them.
I hope it's not an Xbox One exclusive thingy, because I kind of want to play it.
Probably is, because if it was shown...
Yeah, probably, because they probably threw money at indie guys to do it, to put their stuff on there. Just like Sony did.
Yeah.
Oh, they showed off more of Sunset Overdrive, and that was the only thing where I was like, yeah, because it looked cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, and the opening was awesome. It was all like gritty and realistic. It was like, oh, another shooter, and then a guy with a fucking skateboard appears and pretty much says, fuck you all.
God, it's so awesome.
Yeah. I love it when games do that.
They had the new Dead Rising thing, which I'm kind of less excited about now than I was when I first saw it.
I don't even remember that.
It was just some DLC, whatever, who cares.
Oh, well, I don't give a shit then. Oh, the whole Capcom thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With the really dumb long title. And then the thing we got mad at, Conquer being in Project Spark, which I didn't know was actually out already.
I didn't get mad, honestly. I was just like, okay, whatever. Because, I didn't grow up with Conquer. I was too young to play it, so...
Right. I'm not a huge Conquer fan, but I imagine, like, anyone who is was just furious.
Yeah, JonTron posted a video, and he was all like, ugh! So I don't know what the deal is, but... I mean, I can't blame him too much, because, I'm sure he's been waiting for a Conquer sequel. He's like, yes, it's happening. And it's like, oh, I'm going to appear in another game, except it's not my own.
It's been 10 years since the last one. That's not even true, because it's been like 13.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I have not played a Conquer game, period.
There's only the one, and then they remade it for Xbox.
Well, actually, there's two, because it was one that was released for the Game Boy.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a kiddie game kind of thing.
Yeah, Conquer Kitty.
Well, it really... originally, he was going to be...
Yeah, Kitty. I know. But, the 12 Tales, whatever it was called. And then they made it into that weird M-rated thing.
Which I'm glad they did, because otherwise it would have just been like another...
Yeah, another, like, Banjo-Kazooie type thing.
Conquer the Scroll. Yeah, his first game was in 1999 for Conquer's Pocket Tales.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and it was all kiddie and...
And he was also in Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Yeah, that pretty much sums up Microsoft. Pretty dull. Aside from, like, one or two cool things.
Holy shit, Conquest Bad Fur Day was released in 2001?
Yeah, that was like one of the last games Rare made.
God.
For Nintendo.
It's so weird.
Well, that's why that game looks so good for N64.
Just like Rayman 2.
Rayman 2 came out like 1999, right?
Yeah. But Rayman 2 still looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, every Rayman game looks good because they always use the art style really well.
But also just thinking about the whole technical aspects of what they had to go through.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I mean, it's just like shit. They really went all
out.
Ubisoft
games usually look pretty good. Not Watch Dogs, but every other thing.
Watch Dogs more like
We're about to actually hop into Ubisoft.
Botched
did you speak? Before we get into Ubisoft, did you hear the whole controversy surrounding the new Assassin's Creed?
The one where the guy gets beheaded, but he's still alive.
That was stupid, but not that.
I don't know. Then what was the issue?
So someone was like, because we saw it when we were watching the trailer for the new Unity is what it's called, right? They had the 4 co-op assassins, and they were all dudes. So someone was like, "Why can't they be women?" And I was like, "All right, that's a fair question." And then Ubisoft responded in the dumbest way possible, where they were like, "We'd have to model more animations for women," and I'm like, "That is the worst possible thing you could have said." And then like one of the former,
honestly though, I could have said something worse.
of course, but that's so
like,
dumb
thought
to
of
say.
something worse.
Because not even
Yeah,
really true,
I mean,
probably. Because then they had like a former mod animation guy for Assassin's Creed, I think 3, was like, "That's not true." So they're like one of their own guys that used to work there was like is calling them out on it.
I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and anytime you play these sort of games, there's always going to be some sort of bullshit to it. So I take everything from both sides, everything that they say with a grain of salt, or everything they do, because at the end of the day, what was that?
It's fine.
Sorry about that. I mean, to be honest, this is Ubisoft. I mean, Assassin's Creed is more like it's like their Call of Duty now. So it's gonna be all, big, manly, except not really, and bullshit. It's just not that kind of thing. It's not really like Mirror's Edge or something.
Yeah, definitely. Well, for me, I'm kind of a lukewarm Assassin's Creed fan. Like, I like the first 2, then it just kind of got boring.
I'm kind of interested in the franchise, but at the same time, I'm not too interested in, like, if I got it for free, then okay, sure, I'll play it. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. It just feels.
Well, my whole thing was just they just had
boring.
a dumb response. They should have, if they were gonna, they should have either said nothing or just admitted that we just don't have women. We're sorry, and just say we'll do it the next game or something. Because that's what you should. That's what the smart people would have done. But hey, people don't listen. Yeah. So now that we're on Ubisoft, let's just dig into Ubisoft's thing. It was also pretty boring.
Yeah, that's kind of a running theme for E3 these days. It's just kind of like,
no, because last year's E3 was hilarious because it was like
you had Xbox, Sony.
You had Sony's funny thing. Sony was pretty great last year, and then you had Xbox like melting down. It was an interesting E3 last year. This year was just like most of it was boring aside from Nintendo's.
Well, like E3 to me is always that week where it's like, oh, it's gonna be a great E3, and then it never lives up to the expectations.
Yeah, pretty much. Except I think the best E3 we've was like probably 2010. I want to say. No, not 2010.
2005.
Don't know. 2005. Nobody had anything. 2004 was a good E3.
Well, but Nintendo had that Kirby game coming out for the game.
That never happened.
When is it coming out?
Never. It did.
No, it didn't. Shut up.
We got it. We got Return to Dreamland already.
But that game sucks.
Really?
It's okay.
Anyway, yeah. So Ubisoft, we were talking about Assassin's Creed, and I know you want to complain about the
Assassin's
head thing.
P.
When the guy got his head cut off.
Yeah, I complained about that. I was like, he should be dead.
No, it's fine.
No sword can cleave like that cleanly.
It was great.
Or at least that quickly.
Whatever. He was a strong guy. Video games.
No. I want my games to be as realistic as possible. I want to have gritty graphics. I want them to be gray and brown. I want them to have poor low polygon models and bullshit. That's how I want my games to be like from now on.
Also Call of Duty.
Also butts.
Well, stick out for the Butts DLC coming to Assassin's Creed Unity this fall. PS4 only.
Maybe, but maybe not. Depends on how fast your butts can move.
You can adjust butt speed and butt height.
Yeah. So yeah, Ubisoft showed off Far Cry 4, which
looked alright if you like Far Cry. Far Cry 3, I played it, and I thought it was okay, but it's just kind of like the same as like every... Ubisoft open world games always follow like the same formula, Where it's like, you have this big area, then you have to go kind of take over... Assassin's Creed is the same way. You have to go take over bases, kind of, and then that expands more of the world maps, you get more missions.
Yeah.
And like it was cool the first few times, but like every game they make does that, and it's really and Watch Dogs is apparently the exact same way. And I don't know. I'm hoping they showed off more Far Cry 4 at Sony's thing, which we'll get to. But and it looked a bit more interesting because you have apparently it's like a co-op thing, and I'm like that looked neat. I'm glad co-op is kind of coming back.
I'm not too big on Far Cry. I mean, I've never played one, and to be honest, I'm kind of in a phase where I want to play a lot, sillier kind of games.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, it's just like those.
No. Then play Far Cry. Play Far Cry Blood Dragon. It's so great.
All right.
It's the you know what I'm talking
about? I know you said it, so it must exist.
It's the really It's just a thing they made for Far Cry. You don't need Far Cry to play it though. It's like it's its own thing. It's like $15.
Okay, hold on. Slow down. What are you talking about?
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is like a weird thing they made off the same engine, and then it's just like this.
Who's they?
Ubisoft.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a fan thing.
No.
That's what you
it's
said.
an officially thing. It's an official thing.
Okay.
It's like a parody of all these '80s movies and stuff like that, and it's all neon and brightly colored. It's all goofy, and it's set in.
I'll play it.
Yeah, it's set in the post-apocalyptic year 2007.
Don't tell me I want to play. Find it for myself.
Yeah. You'll dig it. I have it. I got it as a birthday gift, and it's really fun.
All right, and they also showed off Just Dance 2015.
You can dance with your phone, yay!
And you can dance with Tetris, and you can dance with everything.
Have you seen that video of people just like putting the Wii remote on like those little things that vibrated around and winning the game?
No, because it's fucking Ubisoft.
oh, Just Dance. Hey, if you're
Just
5
Dance.
and you love Just Dance, that should be good for. That should be great news for you.
Oh, so why is it 2015? Is it coming out in 2015?
No, because it's a yearly thing, so they just ended up changing the name. Like, why even call it like Just Dance 4 or whatever? I think in like 2014 they were just like whatever. Let's just call it whatever year it comes out. So it's like a Madden thing now.
No, I'm talking about like why is it called 2015?
It's coming out 2015.
Oh.
Just like last year was just hit 2014. It came out 2014.
I don't pay attention to Just Dance.
I have to because my sister buys like every one of them.
Oh, well, I don't give a shit.
Well, screw you then. Then they had The Division, which, And then they had the other Tom Clancy thing, Rainbow Six, which looked cool. I liked Rainbow Six back in the day, so I'm hoping this one's just as good.
I've never played Rainbow Six. I know I need to, but
really good shooters.
It's at the same time like, yeah, I'll play it later, and then I never do. And then they also
it
showed
should
off
be like nothing on Steam now. So
yeah, and they also showed off The Crew, which
that weird racing. No, that wasn't part of Ubisoft's thing, was it? I thought it was Microsoft's.
I remember seeing it at Ubisoft.
It might be. For all we know, it could be. Yeah, you're probably right. The Crew was right. The Crew is that open world thing where you race around, and that's when I was like, that's dumb because it's impossible. When they were like, you can race from New York to Los Angeles or whatever, and I'm like, and they're like saying it's the same distance and all that stuff, and I'm like, no, it can't be.
It's no way. But hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? It might be fun, so let's just give it a chance.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's like a sim racer, so I'm not too interested in it.
And he also showed up Shape Up. You gotta shape up for your...
Oh, that goofy Kinect game?
Where
you, like, do crazy stuff to exercise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked alright. The problem with, like, Kinect games is that there's plenty that look fun, but I'm like, will it work? Because it's on Kinect.
But also because motion anything is just boring.
Yeah, a little bit. There's only a few games I've ever owned that like used like on the Wii or the Kinect or whatever that use the motion controls like in a really interesting way.
Yeah, and they also showed off Valiant Hearts: The Great War.
Oh yeah, the new Ubi art game, which I was hoping for. Yeah, it looked cool.
Except not really.
I don't know what the gameplay's gonna be like, but it was a really somber, like depressing trailer.
Yeah, but I can already tell that it's gonna suck because I have logic.
Johnny's a huge fan of Call of Duty. He only likes Call of Duty.
I only like Call of Duty. I hate Halo. I like playing Skylanders with my kids.
Mijigadog, sponsored by Doritos.
And Mountain Dew.
Do the do. Now here we'll play a 5-minute commercial of Mountain Dew.
Guzzle. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, Ubisoft is lame.
Yeah. So let's talk about EA.
You watched EA, didn't you?
Some of it. I kind of skimmed through a lot of it because I have a life.
I didn't watch either. I just caught the highlights because whatever. So they lied. I'm gonna get this out of the way now. Where they were like, we're gonna show off Mirror's Edge 2 and stuff like that, and they had like barely anything. They had like a prototype or something, and I'm like, okay, it exists, but that's not what you said you were gonna show.
But hey, at least they have a new Mass Effect game with a new protagonist.
Wait, I didn't know that. What is it?
It's just one of those CG trailers.
Oh. Oh yeah, I did see that, and I just whatever.
It's just. Also, I'm looking at this website that has the highlights. Yes, I did watch it, but I'm looking at the highlights.
Yeah, fair enough.
They said Spartan for Mass Effect. No, that's Spectre, you idiot.
Spartan from like Halo.
Yeah, it's like it says right here. BioWare delivered the goods, teasing our favorite Spartan.
Oh my god.
While promising new moment. No, it's not even the same. It's not.
It's not the same universe. Like they have the same first letter. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, the same first two letters.
Oh yeah. You're
Spectre, Spartan.
God, what website is that?
Tom's Guide.
Thanks, Tom's Guide.
Tom'sGuide.com, where we get our facts incorrect.
Mijigadog sponsored by Tom's Guide. No, I'm joking. Anyway.
No. That would be terrible.
Yep. Yeah.
They showed off EA Sports PGA Tour.
Okay, can we just agree? Like, what's the point of showing off the sports games exactly? Because when you know they come out every year, what's the point?
Yeah, it's just stupid. But hey, at least they showed off Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh yeah,
looks great.
Hey, Battlefront 3. Nobody expected that, and they were just like, "Hey, it's out. I mean, it's coming." And we're like, "Oh."
Except it's coming out in spring 2015.
Oh, is that what the date was? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it says see more, spring 2015.
All right, cool. Wait, more? As in they're going to show more, or is it actually coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't paying it. I wasn't really looking at it. It said Seymour spring 2015, so because it means an announcement. I was thinking there, but yeah, that's all it is to it. But hey, it could be.
Yeah. I like
a stupid thing. It's gonna suck, but
that's always the worry with like EA, because like they've proven time and time again they're pretty good at driving these franchises that they've made in the past into the ground, like SimCity and Dungeon Keeper
and other great titles like Mass
Effect. You're playing through 2.
Massively right? Ineffective, huh? What?
I say you're playing through 2, right?
Yeah, I've played through 2 like multiple times, and I'm gonna get Mass Effect 3 probably next paycheck.
Alright. So now you'll have played all of them. I need to do the same because I only ever played the first one.
Yeah, the first one hasn't aged well at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, like Mass Effect 2 is much better. I mean, the whole my biggest issue with Mass Effect 2 would be the ammo, and it's just like you get so little ammo. It's it's annoying because it's a shooter. Give me more ammunition, or at least let me increase the amount of ammunition, because you can't do that in the game. At least not by a whole lot. So it's kind of bullshit.
The only other Mass Effect, I played the demo for 3, and I'm like, this is alright. But then people told me 3 had problems, and I was like, oh.
I mean, I'm gonna get it mostly just to it's gonna suck.
I know that ending is terrible. That's what everyone complains about.
But that's okay, folks, because they're also gonna show up. Because now they have NHL 15.
Okay, here I'm gonna do EA show in a nutshell. Sports, social media. There you go. There,
yay.
I should be at E3.
Also Dawn
Gate. I don't know what that is. What is it?
I don't know. It's this top-down multiplayer online battle arena.
Okay.
But it was a pre-recorded demo.
Did anybody have live gameplay?
Except for Nintendo, no.
Okay.
And they also had Battlefield Hardline,
which is just Payday. Like people were, I saw people. I was curious. I was like, this sounds like Payday because they explained the whole concept of the cops and robbers. So then I watched people play like actual footage of it, play and to put up their footage online. It looks just like Payday. And I'm like, why would I play this when I just can play
Yeah.
Payday?
Unfortunately, I can't play Payday because it doesn't run on my
Oh,
fucking
it
computer for no
sucks.
fucking reason.
Payday's pretty fun.
I could play goddamn Mass Effect 2, which runs fine, but not Payday at the low at the same exact settings. I'm kind of peeved about that. I mean, I know I shouldn't be because my
Right,
computer
right.
is pre-built, but it's like, see, see, this is my biggest problem with PC gaming. You have to either put a lot of money into it to begin with, and save money on software, or just not do it at all.
We're gonna get like 40 people complaining. I mean, sorry, 5 people complaining about that. That you're wrong or whatever. But yeah, from what I've seen about PC gaming.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to play Payday 2. I want to get like a nice, powerful,
Isn't Payday
PC.
2
Like
on consoles?
it might be, but I'm starting to like the mouse and keyboard when it comes to shooters. I have to admit, it feels nice.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, at first I was like, I don't know how to do this because I was playing Halo Combat Evolved at school. So I'm not too sure if Halo Combat Evolved for the PC sucks or
No, I'd say it aged pretty well.
well for the PC or for the
For the
console
PC.
because I played the console.
'Cause I played it at school too. 'Cause remember that year everyone just played Combat Evolved on the computer.
I remember playing or you playing that other game.
Oh,
And-
next week that actually came out. Nexus, and that actually came out, by the way, in a finished form.
Yeah, but now the company went out
Yeah.
of business, so it's
Kinda
kind of
bummer.
like yeah.
Uh,
But I remember you keep getting caught for like every time you would start playing it, you would always get caught. It was hilarious. You're an idiot.
I played
Mom's an
I played
idiot.
that new Nexus that came out after a little while after it came out, and it was just like Halo, space shooter, and I was like, I kind of like how the first one, the one I was playing at school, was kind of like Quake-ish, where it was really fast, and then they kind of didn't carry that over. Oh well. Let's hop into Sony. So Sony
Yeah.
of the first day was probably the most interesting one, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to find because I wasn't able to
Right.
watch Sony's. I was just
Well, they
busy.
showed off Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to find highlights, but I'm finding nothing at all.
Well, the two takeaways are just Little Big Planet 3, because I like Little Big Planet, and what's it called? And the Dark Souls guys show off their new game. And it's not a Souls game; it's something called Bloodborne, which seems to be about vampires and guns. So that's cool. And then they had some
Yeah.
indie games that I think you'd actually be interested in. No Man's Sky.
I never heard that. What is it?
Look it up. It had a really neat trailer at Sony. It's basically like you explore. It's kind of like you explore planets and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and it looks really, really pretty.
No Man's Sky. Google Images. Oh, it's colorful. It doesn't look brown.
Yep.
And its logo looks neat too. It has a little diamond thing. I don't know what that diamond is for, but
Who cares? It looks great. They also
Oh.
showed off the trailer for the Ratchet and Clank movie, which I thought I was like, are they going to show anything about it? Yeah, it was there. It's coming out next year. I hope that doesn't suck.
it's gonna suck.
Otherwise,
Because the
Sony
same
was
people
kinda
who are
boring,
making
too.
or who made that one movie I forgot what it's called. Hold on, because what company made or is making the Ratchet and Clank movie?
Rainmaker is their name.
Rainmaker. Okay,
They made Reboot.
yeah, it was something else. I can't find it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think they made Reboot. I know they're Canadian. That's what I know about them.
Oh, they already sucked then. Ha ha ha.
Nah, they made good stuff.
No.
They made Reboot.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know, but I mean, they did make Escape from Planet Earth.
I don't even remember what that is.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. They made a bunch of Barbie stuff.
Which apparently is actually kind of decent for like a kid show. I would never watch it, but you know what I mean.
I'd rather not watch Barbie.
They made a Popeye movie.
Holy shit! They had a Barbie movie come out on September 11th.
That's great. When you mourn over one of the greatest tragedies to happen to our nation, you can also go watch the Barbie movie.
Yeah,
They also made a Popeyes movie, which I didn't know about, and the cover of it looks terrible.
Yeah, but no one cares about them because they suck now.
They're also doing the Sly. I almost said Sly Fox. Sly Cooper movie.
Yeah, Sly
So, hey,
Fox.
that's the thing.
Sly Fox, remember that game?
Sony.
Remember those PC games?
Sony has. I think the worst part about Sony was that they. Yeah, no, it's Spy Fox, the little kids games. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So I think I was mixing them up. Yeah, Sony's had like the thing I hate when you're watching these E3 things is that when they have like the really boring businessman type guy come out, and Sony had.
Oh,
two of
yeah.
those, and that was the worst.
Well, to be fair, I kind of understand their purpose because I certainly could not stand up there.
Of course.
I'd be just a nervous wreck.
Get a fun guy out. I don't know. You don't even have to have like a fun guy, but you can have someone who's not like dull as dirt either.
Oh, wait, so it's totally okay to get like an actor as long
Yeah,
as they
sure.
know what they're doing?
You know, in that case, sure.
Okay, sure, let's do that.
And then they had like this whole like 20-minute thing they were just talking about with our new Sony TV shows. Like they're having TV shows you can watch on your PS4, and then they had some fat guy come out for like 20 minutes talking about his new show, and then all I could think about this guy is really fat. Just look up Brian Michael Bendis at E3. No, I'm just gonna find it for you. Hold on. And then you just
I already have. Okay, Brian
Brian Bendis. E3.
Michael.
No, just Michael. You just look up images, and he's just this giant man at E3.
He's not that fat so far. One I've seen, I only looked up. I'm trying to. Yeah, I can't find too much information. Okay, so it was the suit that made him fat.
The show, not Kurt. He made a comic book or something, and like then they adapted it for a Sony TV show. This guy. He looks like Kingpin from Spider-Man, or like Odd Job without a hat.
Yeah, he does not look well in a
doesn't.
suit. He needs to take that shit off. It looks like a fat banker.
I'll have your deposit out shortly.
Yeah. Speaking of banking, check out our new series, Mijigadog. Yeah.
See, that we can finally show up. Or we'll have him on there. He'll be a guest star.
Yeah. As well as Steve Jobs from the grave.
Yeah, we'll break out our Ouija board and summon him.
Speaking of Ouija board, okay, this is completely irrelevant, but I kind of want to tell a story. I was tearing tickets for someone else so they could go on break, and these couple of girls come up, just not even talking to me. They were talking to each other about using a Ouija board. Apparently, it works according to them. I was just like, "What the fuck am I here for? For the pay? This isn't."
I gotta listen to Ouija boards all day. I listen to these Wiccans.
Because I'm a stupid bitch.
Money.
I love it.
So yeah,
too bad I don't have any.
Sony's was kind of lame too. So let's get to this stuff. Let's get to Nintendo. Nintendo blew out of the water.
Yeah.
Nintendo won E3 so hard, and they won within like 3 minutes because they had the best opening ever.
I'm ashamed to admit I didn't. I kind of like I said fast forward.
Oh my!
I'm sorry, dude. It's hard when you have.
It's okay if you don't watch the whole thing, but like the beginning was what you need to see.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to watch my movie.
Fair enough.
You know, Ami and Yuki.
Oh, yeah, the thing you got.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Good. Yeah, they had like Reggie fighting Iwata and some crazy stuff.
Oh, so wow. I mean, okay, I know that Iwata became CEO of Nintendo America, and I understand, like, it might be a few hurt feelings, but come on.
They were like Dragon Ball Z fighting, and I'm like, this is what I was talking about when they have Sony as like those boring business people, and I'm like, here are two business guys, but they're interesting and they're funny.
Well, I'm gonna watch it anyway.
So yeah, so the first thing they showed off was you can put your Mii's in Smash Brothers.
Which is a big dummy face.
Which is fine by me. And now Reggie's in it.
And you were all like, oh, it's gonna be all... I don't know.
I actually thought it was... I've always thought it'd be an interesting idea to put... Yeah, they had, they had Robot Chicken do shorts for them. It was
That's
weird.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. It was unexpected. Like, came out of nowhere, and I was like, "What is that Robot Chicken?"
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, it's
It's two
I
worlds
see the
colliding.
fat net goo guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, so you can put your Mii in Smash Bros. Now, and that's I've always kind of wanted that, but I wasn't sure how they'd do it, and I think the way they kind of showed off was kind of neat.
Mother 3.
No one's getting Mother 3.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm just like focusing a lot more attention on the
Focusing.
yeah, SpongeBob Patrick, focusing.
You have a nice house.
IGN, they did all. I don't know.
Sanic.
I'm bored. But yeah, apparently according to Ahmad and everyone else, Nintendo won. But
Yeah,
I think
destroyed
we
everyone.
won E3 because at the end of the day,
Yeah, our secret panel.
because at the end of the day, it's all about you and me.
You and me, you and I.
Together forever. Work it harder, make it stronger, faster,
Better, faster,
dumber,
something.
uglier, amateur,
Slap.
punch, kick.
Punch, kick, it's all in the mind.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
so
boom,
they showed
boom.
off like 60,000 games, and they had a new Yoshi game, they had a new Kirby game that actually looked interesting for once, and it was
Yeah.
like a claymation style.
Uh.
And they kind of brought back the gameplay, some of the gameplay aspect ideas from Canvas Curse.
Yeah, I never played Canvas Curse, so I don't know.
It's one of my favorites. It's pretty good.
I'm losing interest in Kirby slowly but surely.
Little bit, yeah. The new one doesn't have me too excited, but this one looks like, I don't know, it looks a little more different, I guess. So that's something.
I guess.
I like the idea that, like,
to me, Nintendo is using Kirby more as like a guinea pig thing.
yeah, a little bit. Like they're using them to test, because they had remember Epic Yarn. Now they have this claymation thing, so it's like they're testing art styles on them.
No, not Earth Cells. I'm talking about like gameplay wise.
Well, then no, they're not testing ideas with Kirby.
Yeah,
At least
they
I don't
are.
think so.
Okay, what do you call Canvas Curse? A game where you control Kirby using goddamn, the goddamn control thing. Stylus. That's what it's called.
Well, that was a thing how's that testing out the stylus? Because that came out in 2005 or so. The DS was already out for a while.
No, I'm talking about like for a Kirby game. It like it's not a platform, but it's the thing. I'm not saying.
Oh, right.
I'm not saying
Sorry,
Canvas
I get what
Curse
you
sucks
mean. I get what you
because
mean.
it's different. Not anything like it. It's just more along the lines of like experiments with a lot with Kirby, and like when it came right down to Kirby Triple Deluxe, which is a dumb name by the way.
Right.
It felt too familiar. It was like too much of the same game.
Yeah, that's
So it's
Well,
like it's
from what I've seen of it, it's kind of like they acknowledge that, and it's kind of like a nostalgia trip because they show off a lot of they have a lot of stuff from older Kirby games in there. Like they have little keychains that you collect, and they're all enemies from previous Kirby games and stuff like that.
which is, I guess that's
No,
fine, but it's
I
like-
completely understand. I agree. I'm just saying. I also know that too.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we have like the regular Kirby like Superstar wannabe stuff, and then we have like the completely different.
Yeah, you have the
thing.
Epic
It's like-
Yarn,
like-
Kirby, Canvas Curse type stuff.
And now this, it's like Rainbow Curse. Is that?
Yeah,
what
and
it's
the
called?
Rainbow Curse.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, what happened to games like Amazing Mirror?
I don't like Amazing
at
Mirror.
least the whole exploration aspect. Of it
Yeah, I thought that was
so-
cool. If they tried it again, and like I don't like Amazing Mirror, but like but I will admit it was a good idea. And if they tried it again, like got it right, I'd be up for that.
What are you talking about? They had it right
I
the
don't, I
first
don't, I don't like
time.
Amazing Mirror.
Dude, it was a good game. What are you talking about? Everyone's all like, "Oh, Amazing Mirror sucks." Like, no, does it?
I think
How does-
I think a lot of it was how slow it felt, and that really bugged me.
A little bit, but it feels fine to me.
Eh.
I mean, like the underwater stuff is kind of bullshit.
I also don't like how it takes like 30 minutes for the person you call to come to you.
Yeah, that
That
was
really
kind of like,
bugged me.
okay, get here now.
Yeah, that's something that shouldn't take that long.
But it does offer a little bit of a
No, I
kind of a
like the
desperate
ideas.
challenge.
I just think they didn't come together as well as I would have liked.
Yeah, but I did like the whole multiplayer aspect.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
like,
sure.
holy shit, that was great. I mean, if I had like like 3 other friends to play it with, that would have been like an
Oh,
awesome
apparently
thing.
in Triple Deluxe it has a really, really good multiplayer mode, which is kind of like Smash Bros. Lite.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I'm like, if I can, get it in the near future, aka 2030, I'll try it out.
By then, triple quadruple deluxe will be out by then. Whatever the call.
Cream Puff Edition.
Cream Puff Edition. You gotta get the Cream Puff DLC.
God, Nintendo's gonna do that at some point. We already know it, because they're always
They do DLC now.
They're always a little bit behind. So to me, it seems like they follow kind of like a slow phase.
I wonder if they do DLC for Smash. Probably they probably will.
Yeah, and
I think if any game they would work to have DLC on it. I think it'd be that.
Maybe, who knows?
We'll see. But they also showed off the new Yoshi game, which looks cute. It's like a
not
Yoshi
as cute as my own game that I made
that
using Game Maker.
It's called the Butt Punch.
No, it's called Yoshi's Tail, but it has the tail like wrong tail word, so it's like tail as in like animal tail.
Oh, that trope.
Yep, that classic trope.
I don't know. I don't want to just sit here and list off every game, but
Dust and Elysian Tail. Ha 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 ha.
I'll list off the stuff that was interesting to me. You saw Splatoon, right?
Fun, more like dumb.
They showed off more of it at the treehouse. I had one weird thing about it, where like it's like a Japanese game, but when I was looking at it, it looked really Western, like the art style.
I'm not. I don't know. I'll give it a chance.
Well, look at gameplay of it. It's really fast, and I like that. Sorry, we had to cut there, folks.
Because we had an argument about which games are better. Rayman 2 for the N64 and Rayman 2 for the Dreamcast, which I think the N64 version is better, but Mott's a big dumb.
I can't believe we're gonna have an argument about the fake argument we didn't have. I almost just did that. Nintendo just, I don't know.
I can see that happening.
Nintendo just showed off a lot of cool stuff, and I'm really excited for what they're gonna do. Like, they had stuff I didn't even expect, and they also had a new Star Fox game that they only showed off like 3 seconds of, but it exists at least. That's my favorite Nintendo IP, so I'm glad it's back. We argue a little bit about whether this one will be any good, because the last one wasn't great.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that good.
I think it'll be fine, because I don't even think Miyamoto did the last one.
I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to... I'll keep an eye out for it, but it's going to be like
who did it's released. Because I don't even think Nintendo did it. It feels like one of those games they outsourced.
Yeah, and that's my issue, because it's still canon.
Yeah.
And that's my issue. How can they make a sequel off something that ended the series? They'll probably
just ignore it. Or either that or set it before that. Because whatever, it's a video game. Also, I knew
Crystal.
Nintendo
Get rid of Crystal.
Nintendo didn't. Oh wait, some weird company called Q Games did it.
Oh, I don't care. But drop Crystal, get rid of her, and then I'll be.
Then I'll agree with that. I hate Crystal. Get rid of her.
Yeah, I mean, I know a few people who like her, but they're idiots. So
Q Games have done. Oh yeah, they're the guys who usually use. They did the first Star Fox, like the Super Nintendo one.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, wait a minute, because that one was actually good. So how did they mess that up?
Well, when you don't touch a license for like 15 years, that'll happen.
Maybe. I think it depends.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I guess I'd have to know who's working on it before I make any complete judgments. And also, play it.
But I think it's gonna be the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping it'll be good and it'll bring back the Star Fox franchise, but it won't.
I think it will.
Like,
if it's good, it will.
Maybe.
Like even Metroid, Other M was terrible, and they're still gonna. They said they're gonna make 2 new Metroid games, or at least are considering it.
Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully they don't mess this one up. I really would like for them to really. I don't know. Just not screw it up. Just get rid of all the bad characters, replace them with characters that are actually interesting and fun.
Who else is bad in Star Fox?
To be honest with you,
Sleepy has to be.
Sleepy's
lame,
okay,
but he has to be there because he's always been there.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Just like
Well,
make Crystal
we'll
not
see.
lame or get rid of her.
Yeah, it's like don't make her just a sex toy, really.
It's just weird because that always bothered me.
Yeah,
I'm like, please don't do that.
apparently she was supposed to kiss Fox at the end of Star Fox Adventures. Yeah, it's like I'll join your crew if Fox kisses me. It's like God damn it, where? But yeah, they got rid of that.
I wish that game had just stayed.
Yeah,
nice
it's
for
like
playing.
that game looked like N64.
The game's not terrible, but like it's so not Star
Star
Fox.
Fox. I could never beat it because there was that fear part of it. It was like
What? Oh yeah.
the whole thing was like, okay, where are all the bosses? Where are
Remember
all the
Tricky?
cool stuff?
No. Where's all the shooting? Here's Zelda. God. Remember Tricky?
Tricky.
The dumb dinosaur you had to take care
To
of?
be honest with you, I like the idea behind it. He wasn't that annoying.
Yeah, of course, but why is he in a Star Fox game? Now I'm the one. Now we're completely reversed, where I'm the one arguing about bad Star Fox games.
So what did that tell you, idiot?
Star Fox. So back to Smash Brothers. Pac-Man.
Yep.
Got in. I
don't
totally
care.
called it. You just admit you're wrong.
No, I don't care.
Wait, was it you who said that Pac-Man wasn't gonna be in there? No, you said
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
don't want Pac-Man in there mostly because I don't.
Why? Who else was gonna be in
Huh?
there? Like, if you could have picked the Namco character, who's it gonna be?
I don't know. Wait. Doesn't Namco own that cat character? Forgot the name.
Klonoa.
Yeah, why not him?
That would have been cool. I would have liked that. But realistically, if it was gonna be somebody, it was gonna be Pac-Man. And I'm fine with that too. And they even used the good Pac-Man design, not the stupid one from the cartoon they have.
No one likes that design. So why would they
Design's
use
so
it?
bad. Yeah, I'm like, please don't use that design if he's gonna be in there. But no, they used the Pac-Man classic design. I'm like, thank you. It looks so good. Yeah, he looks really fun because he has like moves from a bunch of old arcade Namco games. He has like a Galaga move, a Xevious move.
Yeah. But I still think
Mappy,
they should
stuff
have made
like
Klonoa character.
Klonoa?
Yeah.
You don't even like Klonoa. I'm the one who likes Klonoa.
I never played a Klonoa game, so I can't have an opinion yet. But
Right.
But to be honest with you, I like the design. So it's
Yeah,
like
he's really cute,
that's just how I am.
and he's kind of like, when I first saw him, he looks kind of like Sonic-ish in a way, but I think he's like a better
Sonic, much like everything else.
Yeah, kind of.
Because Sonic games suck.
Shut your face. They do.
It's like you made it. Like, oh yeah, they kind of do.
A little bit. Yeah, so... Yeah, Nintendo just had a lot of cool stuff. I'm really excited for what's coming out.
Hopefully,
They have,
it doesn't just be a total fuck up.
I'll buy a Wii U now.
But I'll buy 3 and beat you,
I'll buy 5.
you motherfucker.
They also shut off new Bayonetta 2 stuff. Oh, also, because you're dumb, you didn't play the first one. If you get the second one, it has the first
cool.
one in it. Yeah, so that's cool for people who never got to play it.
How the fuck did they fit
it also
2
has
games in
a
one
bunch
disc?
of costumes. Huh?
How the fuck did they fit 2 games in one disc?
Well, the first one, I don't know. I figured something out.
That's crazy. But it should be fun.
It's weird because the first one's not a short game, so. They even added extra stuff to the first one. They have costumes they're all Nintendo. You have a Zelda costume, a Samus costume. I mean, sorry, a Link costume.
A Fox costume?
No, sadly, they had a Peach costume. And the cool thing's that in the game you summon demons for attacks, and if you use the Peach costume, you get Bowser.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Good job, Platinum. I think. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, Platinum.
Wait. Doesn't
Get hype for the game.
Nintendo own Platinum, or is it something else?
No, they're just licensing games for them.
Oh,
they license
okay,
two
I
games.
get you.
They, Bayonetta 2 and Wonderful 101. Like, they're basically just like, we'll give you money, give us some games.
Should be cool.
Yeah.
Get hyped.
Did you know that I think the Wii U could turn. Do you think the Wii U would turn around?
I could see it being like the GameCube of the era. So it'll have some cool stuff, but it won't be like anywhere near.
Like, it'll sell fine, but it'll probably be like, maybe not third place, but it'll definitely be behind the PS4.
Yeah. Speaking of GameCube, I like the GameCube, so just want to
Yeah,
point that out.
yeah, we both do. I think most people like the GameCube. It just didn't sell that well.
I like its controller. That was a good controller.
Oh yeah, that's a good controller.
It's like,
Oh, did you that right? More Smash Bros. They added the Nintendo GameCube adapter to the Wii.
yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, yes.
And they're reprinted GameCube controllers with the Smash logo on it. So I kind of I already have like.
Are
six,
they?
Yeah, they are. It's really.
Oh
cool.
my god, I want to get one.
I already
Does it
own,
work
like,
for the GameCube?
Six GameCube controllers, but I want to buy that one. I just want to have it. It looks really nice.
Does it work for the GameCube?
Yeah, it's just.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm looking it up. Holy shit, that. Oh my god.
I wonder how much the
pumped now.
GameCube controller adapter will cost. I'm hoping not too much.
GameCube controller for Wii U. Smash Bros. Okay, that's not it. That's. Is that it? No, that can't be it.
It has like a Smash symbol on it.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute.
It's like on fire, and it's only $30 apparently.
Smash Bros. Wii U.
Wii U adapter is what I want.
It's beautiful.
I know. It's only $20.
It's what?
It's the adapter is only $20.
And
it's 4 controllers.
And the controller?
The controller is just I can't find it.
Mijigadog, where we look up stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you can't blame it because this is like.
I know.
Like.
I was wondering how they were gonna do, like, how they're gonna still have GameCube support for the new one, and they're like, "Yep, we're gonna bring that back," because that's how the people play Smash. Come on.
Yeah.
Ever since Melee.
If they just kept the original controller and like brought it back, like really brought it back, holy shit! Like added a few extra buttons.
Nah, I think it's fine the way it is.
Well, I'm talking about like adding like a plus and minus sign button.
Oh yeah.
And then like adding like another Z thing.
Yep.
Like,
you know what I wish that if they do that, the thing that bugged me with the Wii was that you can use your GameCube controllers on it and stuff, but you can never but you still have to use your Wii remote to like go through the menu and stuff. Yeah. I really hope they'll just have it so that you can just use your GameCube controller for that, because that'd be great.
Yes.
And even if they don't do that, I'm just excited that it's there. But that'd be a nice.
Yeah,
addition.
that would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be perfect. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't find it on Amazon, so I'm just assuming.
I don't think it's out yet.
They haven't listed it. Well, I know it's not out yet. I'm just saying I'm kind of hoping it's listed, but I know it's not. Right.
Well, we'll check it out later. But yeah, for now, so yeah, I think we pretty much went through the gamut. Nintendo, totally.
But I'd like to say one last thing, and this is actually kind of irrelevant, but kind of relevant to what we were just talking about. Also, this controller design sucks.
Wait, which one?
Wait, is this real? It's the Wii U Fight Pad, or it's not Wii. Yeah, it's the Wii U Fight Pad. Is this real or just fake?
No, that's real.
Oh God, it looks terrible.
The 360 had a similar one.
Oh God, why? It looks terrible.
Because people like to play. It's one of those things that feels better than it looks.
I guess it just looks.
I don't usually like using a pad to play fighters on the console anyway, so it's whatever. But no, I do agree.
Hopefully,
but you have to understand the kind of design behind it.
Maybe I don't know. I don't play fighting games at all. I mean, I want to play Super Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 2 for the whatever, but
the Nintendo
whatever system. I don't care. Like it could be for the Genesis.
Don't play the Genesis. Play the Super Nintendo one.
I don't know anything about it.
The problem with the Genesis one is that you only have 3 buttons to work with. So in order to do different moves, you have to hold the start button and then press another button. It's dumb.
But I'll be playing with a keyboard, so.
No, then it would still be the same problem.
You
just have to do inputs for that. So it'd just be easier to use the Super Nintendo.
But mine's better, so it's the Johnny system. It has Galaga. It has 2 games on it. It has Galaga and Smash Bros. Super Edition Street Fighter.
Also, when they were showing off the Pac-Man trailer, which I don't know if you watched it.
For Smash or whatever.
Yeah, for Smash. You should. It's a really good trailer. They showed off the new They put a Pac-Man stage from the arcade game, Pac-Land, And I played that game. It's really fun.
But I like
It's like an
to end
old
this
one.
on a random little rant that has something to do with the GameCube controller. And generally speaking, okay, like you know how there aren't really a lot of like game controllers for the PC.
Sure.
Like you can get like the 360 controller, but it's like,
That's not true. You can get like an N64 controller for the
well, I'm
PC.
talking about like officially.
Officially,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
because like I have an NES controller for the PC and it sucks.
Right.
It's just it doesn't respond well at all.
Well, isn't that just the controller's fault then?
Well, yeah, that's my point.
Well, I'm saying, let me rephrase that. Isn't that just the brand's fault?
Well,
Unless that's the only brand of NES controller.
that's my point. I'm trying to get it. I'm hoping that like Sony and Nintendo and I know Sony, Microsoft, and hey, maybe even Nintendo could at least release their
Nintendo
like
will not
PC
do
versions.
that, but maybe the other two.
What?
No, Nintendo will.
I know, but I'm
But
just
the
like,
other two.
hope like I kind of want that to happen. Be able to play games using my GameCube controller for the PC or use my Xbox controller for the PC. I know there's an Xbox 360 controller for out there for it, but it's at some point it's not going to be officially supported, and that's my biggest worry. I mean, I know technically
They
you can play
have-
through Bluetooth, but not everyone has Bluetooth. People use USB.
I think they do have a GameCube adapter because I know they have an N64 adapter for your PC, so you can still use your controller.
But I'm worried how accurate that actually is.
I heard this. I have a friend of mine has the N64 one. He says it's great. I don't know about the GameCube one though.
Yeah, I'd rather have a GameCube one because the N64 controller was great for the N64. But if I
Well, yeah, that's what he uses it to play because we'll play like old Smash Brothers, like the N64 Smash.
honestly,
Brothers.
I'd rather play an N64 game using the GameCube controller
Why?
because the GameCube controller was awesome, dude.
Yeah, of course, but I'm saying like if you want that authentic, I'm just saying if you want that authentic feeling.
You-
Unless you don't care, then whatever.
What makes it different from like I don't
Because using an N64 to play an N64 game is authentic. Is the point I make. I'm not saying it's any different. I'm just saying
But
if
it's
you,
better.
If you care about that.
but it's better.
Yeah, then fine, whatever. I'm saying.
I guess I don't fucking know.
I'm not saying it's better than the other option. I'm just saying if you like it to be authentic, it's there.
But it's not as authentic as my game controller. That is, it's coming out next week.
The Johnny box.
No, it's just gonna be the controller. It's called the Johnny Input.
The Johnny. It's just a GameCube controller with your face on it.
Yeah, it's me all smiling. It's all creepy.
Thumbs up. All right, so I
Crooked
guess
teeth.
we can get to our announcement.
Yeah.
This is our last episode.
Yep. We are now canceling Mijigadog. We will no longer be friends. We hate each other. Bye.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But it's coming next week for banking. That's totally happening. Now, okay, so we're doing something new with this podcast, basically.
Yeah. Okay, number one, it won't update quite as often.
No, it's not going to be a weekly thing. Then
Yeah,
again, we haven't updated in like a month, but there's been reasons for that.
I mean, I'd say at the very, like, the most it'll update would be every 2 weeks, but that's if we're very, very lucky.
Yeah,
So don't
expect
expect that.
one a month.
Yeah. And it'll probably be shorter too, unless we can fit that time slot. But I
Probably
doubt
not
it.
shorter, but
Probably shorter. I'd
we'll
say,
work
'cause
out the
this-
kinks. But yeah, we'll talk. I don't know if we want to talk too much about our new idea. It's too early because we're still working out the kinks, but something's gonna happen. You'll see it.
Yeah, so you'll see. But thanks for watching or listening.
Yeah, thanks.
You
for,
know the drill.
We've been at this for 21 episodes, so I know that many people have listened to this, but for the few who do, thanks. We
Thanks for
really appreciate it.
coming to watch us. See you next week.
Except
For
for banking.
For banking.
Get high for banking. We'll have the Secretary of Commerce come in. Okay. All right. See you then.
Boobs.